Welcome to the day in the life of Alan. Okay, I've been quiet for quite a while because we're coming up with something really special here. We're going to talk coffee with this coffee man. This is Daniel Liew.
Hi.
He is with the Barista Guild Asia, and we're going to, percolate and brew his brains to find out a bit about coffee.
Right.
So, Daniel, am I correct to say that basically 4 kinds of coffees you can get in Malaysia? Your usual instant coffee, you get your local coffee,
Yeah.
then you have your
Espresso based.
specialty coffees, and also your chain
Yes.
coffee. So we're going to go into all of that right now on a day in the life of Alan.
Well, instant coffee is pure soluble. This is normal. This is when the coffee has been roasted, brewed, and then it's left to dehydrate until all that's left are your pure 100% soluble coffee that dissolves in water. So that's your instant coffee.
So that's what most of the world drinks.
Correct. So, most of the world drinks is because this is affordable and everyone gets to buy it, and it's easily accessible.
And if you like it, it's fine.
It's fine. It's a price point reference. So for that amount of money, you get your instant coffee, and it's reasonable.
So now the next one, when visitors come to Malaysia, they go to a traditional coffee place, they order coffee, and they get local coffee, and then they go like, what's this? Okay, let's describe to somebody who has never drank local coffee,
Okay.
local Malaysian coffee. What's local coffee?
Okay, so local coffee is your typical Hainanese coffee, which has been roasted with sometimes butter, margarine, and sugar. And this is when they use a species of coffee called Robusta, and they will typically roast it in a pan where it's with all the ingredients inside. They take about 4 to 8 hours to roast the coffee until it's completely well roasted, and it creates a sort of a clump-like consistency. With that, it's broken up into little rocks, and from the little rocks, it's broken up into smaller ones, and then finally ground into powder. Now, it gives you that very dark chocolatey flavor profile, which we get in our Hainanese coffee. So that's what we drink normally in the coffee shop locally.
So then you have your chain stores, your Starbucks, your Coffee Bean, and whatnot. Where do they fit into this whole picture?
Well, chain coffee uses espresso base as their main coffee beverage. So chain coffee would typically use your machine, brew your espressos first, and then use either froth milk or cold milk as your added ingredient into your coffee beverage. Of course, chain coffee would either have an automatic machine or an espresso machine where you have the handles, the portafilter, and you have a barista making you a handcrafted coffee beverage.
And now comes your love and passion, specialty coffee.
Right. Specialty coffee is typical coffee that is supposedly graded and cultivated for its flavor and flavor profile. And normally has 0 defects, so what you drink and what you taste are in its purest form. A lot of people find it acidic, but the truth is, specialty coffee has a lot of flavors to it, and one characteristic of specialty coffee is its intensity of sweetness. And it also has the flavor profile of floral and fruitiness, which gives it its amazing taste. Now, I know that it's not easily accessible because in the market today, less than 15% of the coffee connoisseurs enjoy specialty coffee. But however, you can still find it in specialty coffee places. The characteristic that you'll find in specialty coffee in the cafes is its traceability. So if you ask the barista where is it from, he or she should be able to tell you which country, which region in that country, which farmer, what elevation is it grown in, how is it harvested, when is it harvested, also how is it processed, and the flavor profile that it's providing. So this gives it its value in terms of monetary value, and it also gives coffee connoisseurs a clear reference to where the quality comes from.
So from there, this is the first episode, and stay tuned for the next episode that's going to come, and we're going to talk about the different kinds of coffees that you get at a specialty store. You know, what's a flat white? Is it any different from a latte and stuff like that? So we'll answer that questions. Thank you very much, Daniel, and we'll be back in the next edition of the Day in the Life of Alan.